Welcome to Banking Exam Prep. Today we will have some practice in comprehension. Read the passage given below. Based on the passage, answer the questions specified. So here we have a passage which contains two paragraphs. So what you have to do is you have to read them, the two paragraphs, try to understand the meaning and know what it covers, what is given in the first paragraph, what is given in the second paragraph. You should have a clear idea. Once you have understood what's happening there, what is the content, then the answering the questions will become very easy. So when you read it carefully. Let's start. Water pollution is one of the most crucial environmental challenges of our time, threatening both human health and the well being of our planet's ecosystems. It arises from a variety of sources, including industrial discharges, agricultural activities, untreated sewage, and careless disposal of waste. These pollutants can introduce harmful substances such as heavy metals, pesticides, pathogens into our waterways. Once in the water, these contaminants can disturb aquatic life, making water unsafe for consumption. Moreover, polluted water can lead to the degradation of freshwater sources, affecting the availability of clean water for future generations. The consequences of water pollution are disastrous and far reaching. Aquatic ecosystems, which play a vital role in maintaining the planet's biodiversity, are particularly vulnerable. Polluted water can lead to the death of fish, amphibians, and other aquatic organisms due to the toxic effects of pollutants. For humans, the consumption of contaminated water can result in a wide range of health issues, from minor illnesses to severe conditions like cholera or arsenic poisoning. As the global population continues to grow, the demand for clean water will only increase, making it imperative to address water pollution with urgency and determination. Now, if you have paid attention to what was read, the content of the two, you would have got a rough idea what is given in the first paragraph. The first sentence itself tells you that it is about water pollution. What are the causes of water pollution is mentioned here, and what are the effects. A part of it is given here and the part of it in the second paragraph, where the problems caused to a fish and other aquatic organisms, to human beings, is mentioned. And then we have the conclusion where it says it is imperative to address water pollution with urgency. So once you know what is given in the first para, in the second para, and so on, when a question is asked, you can directly look towards that particular paragraph and get your answer. So let us try out the questions which are given. So what is the first question? What are some of the primary causes of water pollution mentioned in the passage? Industrial discharge, untreated sewage, careless disposal of waste, aquatic life. Now you must remember one thing, nobody is asking about your general knowledge. You have to answer questions depending on what is given in the passage. So what are some of the primary causes of water pollution mentioned in the passage? So just look at the passage and see what has been given. So if you remember, if you read the third or fourth line, it tells you the causes. Industrial discharge, yes. Untreated sewage, yes. Careless disposal of waste, yes. Aquatic life, no, it's not a cause. Aquatic life is being affected. So now that means we have 1, 2, and 3, which are right. The fourth is wrong. So now if you go to the options, The first option A says 1 and 4. Now 1 and 4 is not right, so we can cross it out. What does option B say? 2, 3 and 4. But we know that 4 is wrong, so that is not the right answer. What does C option say? 1, 2 and 3. So that is the right answer. D is wrong because it mentions 4, and E is wrong because it says all of the above. So what is the answer? Answer is option C, 1, 2 and 3. So that is the answer. So now it's easy because once you have read the paragraph and you know what is the content, answering the question is not difficult. Second question, what is the meaning of vulnerable? Now if you look, it is given second paragraph, but the word will be highlighted. Here we have put it in quotes, vulnerable. Now if you see vulnerable, it is in the third sentence of the second paragraph. If you read that line, the consequences of water pollution are disastrous and far-reaching. Aquatic ecosystems, which play a vital role in maintaining the planet's biodiversity, are particularly vulnerable. So what happens here? We are talking about pollution, and we are saying that aquatic ecosystems are particularly vulnerable. And what is the next line? It can lead to the death of fish, amphibians. So that means it is causing a problem there. So now if you understand the meaning of that word, the way it has been used, you can know the meaning. What is the meaning of vulnerable? Does it mean strong? No, if it is strong, it will not, it will not be affected badly. So strong is wrong. Susceptible? Yes. Defenseless? Yes. Angry? No. So what are the answer here now? 2 and 3. So if you look at the options 1 and 2, that means option A, that is wrong. Option B says 2, 3 and 4. 4 is angry, so that is wrong. Option C says 2 and 3, which is correct. Option D says 1 and 3. So strong is not right. None of these is not right. So what is the answer now? Answer is option C, 2 and 3. That means susceptible and defenseless. Move on to the third question. Why is it imperative to address the problem of water pollution according to the passage? So in the passage, what has been given? So first you look for imperative. It has been put in quotes, within quotes. So if you see the second last line here, if you read the last sentence, as the global population continues to grow, the demand for clean water will only increase, making it imperative to address water pollution with urgency and determination. So why do you think it's imperative? Why do you think it's important? Why do you think it's urgent to address water pollution? As the global population continues to grow, the demand for clean water will only increase. So because the demand for water is going to increase due to the population increase, so it is imperative because the problem is going to remain. So now look at the options here. What is the first option given? Option A, the animals drink more water. Well, that's not the reason. So that is not right. I mean, they might be drinking water, but it's not because of them that the problem of water pollution, we have to address. The aquatic life is important for agriculture. That's not the answer. Industries release pollutants into water bodies, that we know, but that's not the answer. With growing population, demand for water will keep on increasing. That is what has been given in the passage. All of the above is wrong. So what is the answer now? Option D. With growing population, demand for water will keep on increasing. Now, the next question. According to the passage, the consumption of polluted water leads to diseases like. Now, we know that this observation about diseases has been given in the second paragraph. So if you look there, if you see just about the fifth line, for humans, the consumption of contaminated water can result in a wide range of health issues from minor illnesses to severe conditions like cholera or arsenic poisoning. So that is what is mentioned here. And we have to answer the question according to the passage. So, what is the answer? The consumption of polluted water leads to diseases like headache? No. Cholera? Yes. Fever? No. Cold? No. None of these. So, what is the answer now? B. Cholera. Okay. Which of the following is similar in meaning to the word disastrous in the passage? Now, the word disastrous has been highlighted, it has been put within quotes. First sentence of the second paragraph. The consequences of water pollution are disastrous and far reaching. Disastrous comes from the word disaster. So, what can be the meaning? Does it mean favorable? No. A disaster cannot be favorable. Convenient? No. Trouble? Disastrous? No. Terrible? Yes. Soft? No. So, what is the answer? Answer is option D, terrible. So, consequences can be terrible and far reaching. Means it's not a minor problem, it's a major problem. Okay. So, we have gone through a passage. We have learned how to go through it quickly, how to answer questions based on it, and the meanings of some of the words which have been given in the content have been discussed. Some have been put out here for you. Threatening, degradation, consequences, amphibian, imperative, aquatic, vulnerable, disastrous, contaminated, severe. So you can learn these words, the meanings of these words, so that will improve your vocabulary. So stay tuned for more prep and practice sessions and subscribe to TeachR.